Hey there. If you're over 60 and feeling tired, sluggish, or just not yourself, listen up. What if those feelings aren't just aging? I'm going to share 3 simple nutrients that can bring back your energy, spark, and confidence naturally. Stick with me, because this could change your life in ways you never expected. Let's get started. Hi, my friend. I'm Dr. Davis John, a men's health specialist with 30 years of experience using natural solutions to help older adults like you feel strong, vibrant, and full of life. Imagine us sitting down together, maybe over a warm cup of tea, talking about how to bring back that energy and passion you know is still inside you. Today, I'm thrilled to share 3 powerful nutrients that can transform your energy, performance, and zest for life. These aren't quick fixes, they're proven. Natural tools backed by science, and my 3 decades of helping men just like you. Plus, I'll reveal the one mistake most men make that holds them back. Excited yet? Drop a 1 in the comments if you're ready to feel like you again, or a 0 if you're wondering, can this really work for me? And tell me where you're watching from, your city, your country. I can't wait to hear from you. Part 1. Let's light up your life with vitamin D. Ignite your body's potential. Picture a nutrient that acts like a switch, turning on your energy, sharpening your focus, and even boosting your confidence in those special moments with your partner. That's vitamin D, my friend, and it's where we're starting today. This isn't just about keeping your bones strong, it's about powering up your entire body. Vitamin D helps produce nitric oxide, a molecule that opens your blood vessels, letting oxygen-rich blood flow to every corner of you, yes, every corner. But here's the challenge. After 60, your skin makes up to 50% less vitamin D from sunlight. Studies show over 40% of men your age are running low, leaving them tired, foggy, or feeling off. Ever notice you're not quite as energized as you used to be? What's one thing you'd love to do if you had that spark back? What I've learned in 30 years of helping you thrive. Over my 30 years using natural solutions to help older adults like you live fully, I've seen vitamin D change lives in ways that feel almost magical, but it's pure science. Low vitamin D isn't just a lab result. It's a quiet obstacle to the vibrant life you deserve. I've sat with men who thought they needed drastic fixes, only to discover that a little sunlight and a quality supplement brought them back to themselves. Why does this happen? Our modern lives spent indoors, covered in sunscreen, or in cloudy places starve us of this nutrient. It shows up in our energy, our mood, even our closest relationships. But here's what excites me. You can start fixing this today. What's one activity you've been too tired to enjoy lately? A story of rediscovery with Michael. Let me share a moment that stayed with me from my clinic last year. Michael, a 65-year-old retired teacher, sat across from me, his voice barely above a whisper. "Dr. John," he said, "I want to run around the park with my grandkids, but I'm exhausted, and my wife, she deserves the man I used to be." His vitamin D levels were at 12 nanograms per milliliter, way too low. Together, we built a simple plan. 15 minutes of morning sunlight, salmon dinners twice a week, and a 2,000 IU vitamin D3 supplement daily. 3 months later, Michael walked in with a grin that lit up the room. He was playing tag with his grandkids, laughing with his wife, and feeling alive again. "Doc, I didn't know I could feel this good," he said. Michael's journey shows what's possible when you give your body what it craves. Have you felt your energy slipping? Tell me about it in the comments. Simple steps to start feeling brighter. Ready to bring that vitamin D spark into your life? Here's how to do it right. Get 15 to 20 minutes of morning sunlight on your face and arms. 3 to 4 times a week, no sunscreen for those minutes. Add vitamin D-rich foods like salmon, tuna, egg yolks, or fortified milk to your meals. Choose a vitamin D3 supplement, not D2, for better absorption 1,000 to 2,000 IU daily, or check with your doctor for the right dose. Here's a pro tip. Take D3 with a fatty meal, like eggs with avocado, to maximize results. What's one small way you can add more vitamin D to your day? Drop it in the comments. I'm cheering you on. Part 2. Let's fuel your day with vitamin B12. Power up your energy engine. Now, imagine a nutrient that's like high-octane fuel for your body, powering up your brain, muscles, and even those intimate moments. That's vitamin B12, and it's a game changer. This nutrient turns food into energy, builds red blood cells, and delivers oxygen where you need it most. But here's the catch. After 60, your body makes less of a protein called intrinsic factor, so you absorb less B12 from food even if you're eating steak or eggs. Research shows 20 to 30% of men over 60 are low in B12, leaving them drained, foggy, or lacking stamina. Ever feel like you're stuck in low gear, even after a good night's sleep? What's one thing you'd do with more energy? Insights from 30 years of natural solutions. In my 30 years of helping older adults thrive with natural solutions, I've seen too many men brush off exhaustion as just getting older. My friend, it's not. B12 deficiency is a sneaky thief, stealing your clarity and drive. I've watched patients go from napping all afternoon to hiking with their families, just by addressing this one nutrient. My advice? Don't wait for a blood test to confirm what your body's telling you. Act now, and you'll feel the difference. What's one sign of low energy you've noticed lately? A story of renewal with David. Let me take you back to a moment in my clinic. David, a 71-year-old retired mechanic, sat across from me, his shoulders heavy. "Dr. John, I'm tired all the time," he said. "I can't keep up with my grandkids, and I feel like I'm letting my wife down." His B12 levels were at 180 pg/ml, barely enough to function. We started with 1,000 micrograms of methylcobalamin daily and a few weekly injections. Faster, excited tone. 6 weeks later, David was back, wrenching on his old car, dancing with his wife, and full of life. "It's like someone flipped a switch," he told me, grinning. David's story shows what's possible when you fuel your body right. Ever felt like your energy's just not there? Share in the comments. Simple steps to recharge your energy. Here's how to bring B12 into your life. Add B12, rich foods like beef liver, clams, or fortified cereals. But don't rely on diet alone. Choose methylcobalamin, not cyanocobalamin. Supplements 500 to 1,000 micrograms daily. If your levels are very low, ask your doctor about B12 injections. Pro tip: pair B12 with folate-rich foods like spinach to boost red blood cell production. What's one B12-rich food or habit you're ready to try? Let me know below. Part 3. Let's protect your strength with vitamin E. Guard your vitality against aging. Now, picture a nutrient that's like a shield, protecting your body from the wear and tear of time. That's vitamin E, and it's here to keep you strong. This powerful antioxidant fights inflammation, keeps your blood vessels flexible, and supports testosterone, the hormone that fuels your drive, mood, and recovery. After 60, oxidative stress damages your cells, slowing circulation and lowering testosterone. Studies link low vitamin E to weaker cardiovascular health and reduce sexual function. Ever feel like your spark's dimming? What's one thing you'd love to feel stronger doing? What 30 years of natural health has taught me. In my 30 years of using natural solutions for older adults, I've seen vitamin E do more than most men expect. It's not just a skin vitamin. It's a guardian of your strength and confidence. Low testosterone doesn't just affect intimacy. It dims your sense of purpose. I've watched men regain their edge by simply adding vitamin E to their routine. My advice? Don't let inflammation steal your vitality. Protect it now. What's one area of your life where you want to feel more confident? A story of triumph with Thomas. Let me share a story that stuck with me. Thomas, a 69-year-old former chef, came to me feeling defeated. "I eat healthy, I exercise, but I'm not recovering and my drive's gone," he said, his voice heavy. His diet was low in vitamin E-rich foods like nuts and oils. We added a handful of almonds daily, olive oil on his salads, and a 400 IU natural vitamin E supplement. 3 months later, Thomas was back in the kitchen, cooking for his wife, and feeling like a man again. His smile lit up the room. Thomas's story is a reminder. Small changes can bring big results. Have you noticed your recovery slowing down? Drop it in the comments. Simple steps to stay strong. Here's how to harness vitamin E. Add foods like almonds, sunflower seeds, spinach, or avocado. Drizzle olive oil on your veggies. Choose natural vitamin E D-alpha-tocopherol, 200 to 400 IU daily. Avoid synthetic versions. Pro tip: Stick to recommended doses to avoid side effects like blood thinning. What's one E-rich food you're excited to add to your meals? Share below. Part 4. Let's unlock the power of the Vitality Triangle. When nutrients work together, here's where things get really exciting. Vitamins D, B12, and you don't just shine on their own, they team up to create what I call a Vitality Triangle. Vitamin D boosts your blood flow, B12 fuels your energy, and E protects your system, amplifying each other's effects. Research shows combined nutrient therapy outperforms single vitamins for energy, mood, and performance. Imagine waking up refreshed, thinking clearly, and feeling connected sound incredible? What's one goal you'd chase with more vitality? Reflections from 30 years of helping men thrive. In my 30 years of using natural solutions for older adults, I've learned that your body is a system, not a collection of parts. These nutrients work like a team, rebuilding what age tries to take away. I've seen patients go from feeling half alive to thriving just by embracing all three. My advice? Don't cherry-pick, commit to the triangle for the biggest impact. What's one change you're ready to make for your health? A story of transformation with Richard. Let me take you back to a moment in my clinic. Richard, a 67-year-old retired banker, was skeptical when he came to me. "I've tried supplements before," he said, his voice flat. He was tired, distant, and losing his spark. We built a plan. D3 and B12 with breakfast, E-rich almonds at lunch. 2 months later, Richard was golfing with friends, flirting with his wife, and sleeping like a baby. "I feel like I've got a new lease on life," he said, beaming. Richard's story proves synergy works. What's one thing you'd love to do with more energy? Simple steps to amplify your results. Ready to harness the Vitality Triangle? Just follow the steps we've covered. Sunlight and D3 in the morning, B12 for energy, and E-rich foods or supplements at lunch. Stick with it daily and you'll feel the difference. What's one nutrient you're most excited to focus on? Share in the comments. Part 5. Let's avoid the biggest health mistake. Steering clear of the quality trap. Now, let's talk about the one mistake that trips up so many men. Grabbing cheap synthetic vitamins or taking them sporadically, thinking they're covered. Synthetic forms like cyanocobalamin for B12 or D2 for vitamin D are less effective, and bargain brands often lack potency. Inconsistency is another issue your body needs daily support. I've seen patients like George, 73, frustrated after months of ineffective supplements. Once we switched to quality forms and a routine, his energy soared. Ever tried supplements that didn't work? What was your experience? Wisdom from 30 years of natural health. In my 30 years of helping older adults naturally, I've learned that quality is everything. Cheap vitamins are like cheap tools, they break when you need them. My advice? Invest in methylcobalamin, D3, and natural vitamin E, and stick to a schedule. It's not about working harder, it's about working smarter. What's one health habit you want to improve? A story of getting it right with George. Let me share a story about George, a 73-year-old who came to me with a bag of discount supplements, frustrated and tired. "Dr. John, I've been taking these for months, but nothing's changing," he said. We switched to high-quality methylcobalamin, D3, and natural vitamin E, and built a consistent routine. A month later, George was back waking up energized, sleeping better, and feeling like himself again. "I wish I'd known this sooner," he said. George's story shows the power of doing it right. Have you ever felt stuck with your health? Drop it in the comments. Simple steps to choose quality. Here's how to avoid the trap. Choose methylcobalamin for B12, D3 for vitamin D, and natural vitamin E dialpha-tocopherol. Buy from reputable brands, check labels for quality. Stick to a daily routine, not hit or miss doses. Pro tip. Consult your doctor to ensure the right forms and doses for you. What's one supplement you're curious about improving? Share below. Part 6. Let's build your daily vitality plan. A routine that fits your life. Ready to put all together into a simple, powerful plan? This is where the magic happens, small steps that add up to big results. Over my 30 years, I've crafted this routine for countless patients, and it's designed to fit your life. Here's how to make it work. Morning. Take 1,000 to 2,000 IU vitamin D3 and 500 to 1,000 micrograms methylcobalamin with fatty breakfast. Think eggs and avocado. Step outside for 15 minutes of sunlight. Lunch. Add E-rich foods like almonds or olive oil drizzled salad. Consider a 200 to 400 IU natural vitamin E supplement. Evening. Reflect on your progress, celebrate small wins. Eat a balanced dinner with lean protein and veggies. What's one part of this plan you're excited to try? Share in the comments. A story of a fresh start with Frank. Let me tell you about Frank, a 66-year-old carpenter who was at his wit's end. "Just tell me what to do, Doc," he said, his voice heavy. He was tired, sleeping poorly and distant from his wife. We built this routine: D3 and B12 with his coffee, sunlight on his morning walk, almonds as a snack. In weeks, Frank was playing with his grandkids, sleeping soundly, and feeling closer to his wife. "I'm back," he said, smiling. Frank's story shows that small steps lead to big wins. What's one small step you can take today? Simple steps to make it yours. Make this routine your own. Start with one step, like a morning walk or adding almonds, and build from there. Consistency is key. Your body thrives on it. What's one habit you're ready to start this week? Drop it in the comments. Part 7. Let's embrace your unlimited potential. It's never too late to thrive. My friend, if you're over 60 and wondering if your best days are behind you, hear this. It's not too late. I've seen men in their 70s and 80s rediscover their strength, reconnect with their loved ones, and live with purpose. Vitamins D, B12, and E are tools, but you are the power. Every step you take, every walk, every supplement, every healthy meal is a choice to be the man you know you are. What's one dream you still want to chase? My final reflections from 30 years. In my 30 years of using natural solutions for older adults, I've learned that health is about presence, being there for your family, your passions, yourself. These nutrients are a bridge to the life you deserve. My advice? Start today. You're not just aging, you're growing into a stronger, wiser version of you. What's one thing you're grateful for in your life right now? A story of living fully. Let me leave you with one last story. John, a 75-year-old grandfather, came to me feeling like he'd lost his purpose. "I want to be there for my family," he said. We started with the Vitality Triangle D, B12, and E, and a simple routine. Faster, excited tone. Months later, John was teaching his grandkids to fish, holding his wife's hand and living with joy. "I'm not done yet," he said, eyes sparkling. John's story is yours. You're never too old to live fully. What's one moment you want to create with your loved ones? Conclusion, your next step awaits. Let's wrap it up. Today, we explored 3 life-changing nutrients: vitamin D to spark your circulation, B12 to fuel your energy, and E to protect your strength. Together, they form a vitality triangle that can transform how you live. Avoid cheap, inconsistent supplements. Choose quality and stick with it. Start with a simple routine: sunlight, D3, B12, and E-rich foods. You've got this. Thank you for joining me today. It means so much to share this journey with you. If this spoke to you, hit the like button to let me know. Share this with a friend who needs to hear it. Drop a comment, your city, your story, or what you want to learn next. Subscribe and turn on notifications for more tips to live your best life. If you'd like to support our mission, consider a small donation. At every bit helps us reach more men like you. You're not just a viewer, you're part of a movement to live boldly. Here's to your health, your strength, and your future. See you soon.